All right, in today's episode, we sit down with Jason Hanley of Acme Acres, locally raised, grass-fed, grass-finished beef and other animals right here in North Idaho. We're going to talk about the upcoming food shortage. Jason says it's coming. Beef prices are going up. As we all seen, egg prices are going up. What's the cause? What's the result? Let's go. Hey, welcome to the North Idaho Experience, a podcast for the people of North Idaho and those who are North Idaho curious. These are the stories of those who call North Idaho home. If you're thinking about making North Idaho your home, give our real estate team a call, text, email, info@nidexperience.com. I've got two special people in the room with me today. Jason Hanley from Acme Acres and Acme Automation.
Yeah. Acme Integration.
Integration. That's close. Well, I know you most from the beef side. And then we got Big John in the house. I finally talked him into coming on. Dave's out of town. Eric's getting he's getting his foot removed or something.
I think so.
Yeah,
yep.
some kind of surgery.
Feet are getting removed.
Yeah.
Yep. As he said.
Yeah, he did. So we got Big John in the house. You've seen him on our videos. Here he is in person. You get to see him in all his glory. I'm so excited to have you guys.
Thank you.
This episode, we are going to dive into some, I hate to call them conspiracy theories, more just theories. We're going to talk about food shortages coming up. Jason is in that world, being a beef guy. That's where I get my beef from. I've seen his ads on our channel, I'm sure. And we're going to talk about egg shortages and a few other things. But, first, can you tell the story about the calf that was born yesterday? Because that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You sent me some pictures.
Yeah, I sent some pictures yesterday to Seth, and we had they sometimes appear, and they did. He did. Just showed up.
You know mama's pregnant.
Yeah,
and
mama's pregnant, and then you drive up there to do your morning chores, and there he is. So we've named him. My wife has named him Lorenzo.
I like that.
That's a good name. That's
cool name.
Apparently, that's from the Renegade.
Oh.
Lorenzo Lamas.
Do you struggle now when you name a calf and then it comes time to butcher? Is there a struggle there?
I've forgotten the name by then.
Okay, all right. Good to know. Good to know. Good
It's not like we've taken a stencil and gone. There he is. Yeah. So this little guy, he was doing pretty good all day. I checked on him a couple times, and come about 5:30, 6 o'clock, was not doing good. Butt up in the air, head down on the ground, not responding to mama nudging him, everybody else nudging him. So we snatched him up, put him in the truck, took him home, and he spent the night with me in the living room.
That's the picture you sent me.
Right next to the fireplace. Life is good, warm food, nice. It's dry. I'm sure he's looking around.
It's like this
going,
every day,
he's
Lorenzo.
Like, this is all right, Lorenzo.
Cool.
So, yeah, and this morning he was up on himself. He got up, and then he started, I'm like, oh, he's going to, pretend he lives here.
Yeah.
Starts to do his, I'm like, nope, we're done. So we snatched him up, and I said, oh, this was fun for you.
Yeah.
But it's over.
How big is this little fella at this
30
point?
pounds.
Oh,
35 pounds.
he's little.
He's little.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a little guy. He might be a little early.
Wow.
Yeah.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a goat.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's out.
So you can pick that up.
He's out in the barn this morning with Mama. Just went out and fed him again, and he was napping.
Cool.
That's what they do.
Just sleep and eat.
Sleep and eat.
Is this the season for?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah, the
Okay.
season is starting.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we had another one, 3 weeks ago. That's, I just forgot his name. He's,
clearly he's not that important to you.
Louis the Longhorn.
Louis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's ornery. He gives me stink eye. I mean, seriously.
Well, he's a bull, right? That's what he's supposed to do.
Well, yeah. I mean,
he's
he comes
testing
up,
you.
Yeah, and he comes up and he's like, you're like, bro, you're like 60 pounds.
I'm going to eat you.
I'm going to eat you. Yeah. Someone's going to eat you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many head of cattle you got up there?
Right now we've got, what did I just count?
Plus one.
Plus one. So we've got 40 right now, and there's 18. We've got 18 more babies to go.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. And he's up in Spirit Lake. That's North Idaho, for those who are wondering. You were talking to me recently. We were talking about beef prices. Actually, we were talking about calf prices. And you were giving me some numbers that were really concerning. And I think this is where we're going to probably dive into what's going on with the food shortages that you think are coming.
I think they're here.
You think they're here? Well, the egg shortage is here.
Egg shortages are here.
All right. So what's up with beef, though? So calves, you told me they were X amount last year.
It's just absolutely stupid what these, what the prices at the auction are. Now, we don't buy at the auction, but I watch the auction because that's how you know what's going on. I mean, it's not uncommon to see something now go for $2,500. That's 700 pounds, 800 pounds. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So, okay, how recently did this happen? Did they jump up that much?
We've noticed it really ticking up hard in the last 90 days, but it's way up. My wife and I were just talking about it the other day. 3 years ago, when we bought, our first round of stuff, was nowhere near this.
Like half the price?
At least.
Wow.
Yeah.
So obviously it's Trump's fault because he's 4 months into office.
Absolutely it is.
4 weeks into office. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. It's exactly what's going on. It's all his fault. And Elon.
And Elon.
Yeah.
Okay. So calf prices are up. That's going to translate to beef prices going up.
Yep.
What's so good grass-fed beef right now per pound? What's the average right now?
So like in the store,
Well, okay, I guess there's a difference, right? Because
Yeah.
we can get into that too. You've got,
Right.
Costco beef.
you've got Costco.
Which is that from China? I don't know.
And here's hopefully the rules. I think the rules have changed and they're getting ready to implement them, or they're going to change. They actually have to put the country of origin in now.
That will get interesting.
That will get interesting because what they have been able to do is, piggy comes from China and then we butcher it, product of America. Really? Not really.
Okay.
Same with beef.
Okay.
Yeah. Product of, comes from Brazil, product of America because it's butchered here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there is a difference, right? You get store beef, which could have any number of things in it, versus like locally raised, grass fed,
Right.
grass finished.
Right. So just like hamburger, good, real grass-fed, not grass-fed the last 90 days and it's 75%, none of that. I mean, real grass-fed, grass-finished beef in the grocery store, like natural grocers,
Yeah,
$10 to $12 a pound.
John, you eat like a pound of ground beef every meal.
I
don't
do,
you?
yeah.
Is that what you're roughly paying that, or are you finding it better?
I buy half a cow every year.
Oh,
Yeah. So do you know Betty from Lazy J Ranch?
Oh,
in
yeah.
Hauser?
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh,
So
yep.
we get her. That's her.
And they have a great program.
Yeah.
They have a great
yeah,
program.
Yeah, they're awesome.
grass-fed, grass-finished, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, the mobs.
so there's
Yeah.
there's options, huh?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
So we've been buying for 4 years now.
half cow last you
Half
and
cow.
the wifey a year.
Yep.
I figure you.
Yeah.
eat.
Plus the mule deer. And if I shoot an elk, then I really don't need a half cow. Yeah, but that hasn't happened yet.
No.
No. that
We
sucked.
tried.
We
briefly.
tried.
There's a video out there.
And if you think the beef is expensive, get kitted up and then go hunt elk.
No, no, it's free. You just got to drop $2,000 in gear.
Yeah, uh-huh.
If not
If
more.
you're, if you're out of state,
Yeah,
take
uh-huh.
a week or more off
more.
of work.
Yeah.
If you're out of state, I don't know,
So it's about
thousands of dollars
$100
in
a pound.
tax.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, it's no big deal. It's cool.
It's the experience.
Exactly. It's the experience.
That's how you sell the wifey on it.
Yeah,
Like, it's
300
free
pounds.
meat.
It
Yeah.
is 300 pounds.
Just
Free
have this
meat.
minor
yeah.
investment up front.
Yeah. How much was that gun?
Yeah.
All relative, honey. I can use
All
it
of
again.
it. It was all of it. Yep.
This one's gonna make it happen. Yeah, I kind of realized that I should just spend all of that money on beef instead. That's just gonna be cheaper.
When I bring it to you.
Yeah,
You don't even
You
have
do.
to get
Oh,
dressed
nice.
up, go be cold and
Oh, you
dirty
delivered.
and
Yeah,
wet.
when he delivered,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
actually
God.
a funny story.
It's
I had
awesome.
this very random French news agency reached out and wanted to do a story about like North Idaho and freedom. And anyway, I spent the whole afternoon with them. I brought them to my house, and we're showing them the barnyard. I've got a half-assed farm, not like a real farmer, but and he's delivering beef. I'm like, oh, okay, hey, come outside. This is a real North Idaho guy. You got to see this guy. And they get out there, they're all set up, and he pulls up, door flies open. He's got his 4570 like laying along in the seat, and
nice.
they were just like filming that 4570, like, oh, a gun, like, yeah, it was so wild, dude.
Did you read the comments?
No.
I tried. They're in French, bro. I like.
I
You
translated
translate.
them,
Yeah.
and I'm clearly. You might want to edit this out,
It's fine.
but here we're gonna say it. Hey guys, you're welcome for not speaking German the last two go-arounds. Really? Come on. Why are you so afraid of freedom? You'll probably want to edit that.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was their experience
Yeah.
with North Idaho and North Idaho beef delivery.
Yeah.
That's it. He shows up with a 4570.
Well, I mean,
That's freaking
just,
awesome.
that's just. I should show you the pictures of the cougar that my butcher's son got the other day.
Enormous.
Massive animal.
Really?
Yeah. But out here, especially where we're at, there's always something running around.
Yeah.
Now, the other day, we were trying to load cattle, And she's naughty. We have gone around now. We just round and round and round with her 4 different iterations trying to get her loaded up.
Wait, was this what's her name? Was it? It wasn't the big one. Was it the big one?
No, it wasn't. No, J-Lo. We had a little trouble with her, but we got her in.
Oh, okay,
She's
okay,
gone.
she's gone.
Yeah. This gal just would not go, and out of the truck.
4570, huh?
4570, about 75 feet away. That was it. Done.
That'll drop it.
Go load her up.
Yeah.
Take her in. We're done. That was the end of it. I had enough.
I mean, that'll do the trick, I would imagine.
Let me tell you, that 4570 round,
Yeah.
done. I mean, just
No,
straight down.
no.
We're gonna run through the woods and try to find it like a deer. No. That was the end of it.
All right, well, good to know.
Yep.
That's my next gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dream about that gun.
It's a Henry's with the Magpul package on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's very nice.
It looks very rugged.
I had it custom painted.
Okay.
I have all my guns custom painted.
Yeah, good.
By Eagle Gunworks in Spirit Lake.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Sure.
What's that? That was a plug for my buddy. Sorry.
Do it. It's fine. We're all about
You
local.
need to get him on here.
We're all about local.
You should.
Yeah.
He paints all my stuff.
Oh, no
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, just, that way it doesn't get beat
I just
up.
rattle can my shit.
Yeah. I love the rattle can
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
I have a lot of sons, and so I figure when I die, nobody complains.
There you
Oh,
go.
let Dad
Oh,
paint
yeah.
them all the
Dad's
same
got
color. Nobody can bitch my
Dad's got some nice guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I had a question about the, we're talking about cows, beef,
Well,
elk.
we'll go back to cows.
Yeah, okay.
I meant to say this.
Yeah, we got
So
distracted.
what has happened, part of the herd issue, along with the C word, I think we still have to say C word.
Yes, we have to
right?
we have to scrub
We have to
ourselves
scrub.
from that.
So the C word, a lot of that stuff got culled because they couldn't deal with it. The butcher facilities, the packers couldn't handle it.
because during let's say 2020,
Right. Nobody was working.
Right.
Right. We're pouring milk out in the pasture. All this crazy
So
stuff.
they
that's
just
went-
wasted a ton of beef.
Right. The other thing that's happened is a lot of guys took their heifers and their cows in for slaughter. They realized those profits because they were so high. Now we don't have anything. There's not the mamas there
Okay.
to make more babies. That is so now everybody's holding their heifers and their cows so that way they can build their herds back up.
Oh.
So there's that angle to it too.
So like everything, it's supply and
Right,
demand.
exactly.
There's
We
no
are.
supply, there's demand.
yeah, no heifers, no cows going in.
And now that RFK is back in the
Oh,
house,
boy.
like shit's about to go down.
It's about to go down
none
hard.
of this fake meat nonsense.
No.
So there's gonna be a big
make
big
America
demand.
healthy again.
Yeah.
That guy, he is coming.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited about beef tallow too.
Yeah.
I want my French fries cooked in beef tallow.
Yep.
I'm all about
And
that.
they used to be.
Right.
Yeah, for
Uh-huh.
sure.
Right. You probably got more beef tallow than you can handle.
I have quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corbin especially, my youngest, he cooks with it constantly. My wife all the time.
Yeah.
So, yep.
My
But we've
wife-
always used.
My wife has all these fancy lotions with beef tallow.
Yeah.
No, that's the jam.
Same with Michelle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She makes chapstick out of it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Odd. But I love it. So this is good stuff. Okay, so beef prices are up, and you're thinking it's the herds have been, and we're 5 years later, we're still dealing
Right,
with the
right.
effects
And
of
we've got lots of ranchers that are just gone.
right.
I mean, last year was brutal. They just quit.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You work, I don't know, 27 hours out of the day.
Yeah. If we could figure out a way for an 8th day and make all of them 30 hours, it'd be gangster.
But we've talked about this before. Like, there's something about I want to get a couple of cows. This is my goal. I've got goats and chickens, and there's something about spending time in the barnyard and like it's very therapeutic.
Very therapeutic.
And you've talked about that before.
I
right?
love it. I mean, really. Yesterday I was I was covered in cow poop.
Yeah.
I was cold. I was wet. No problem. I
Yeah.
mean, okay.
That's your happy space.
Yeah, and that's my happy space. I FaceTimed my sister with my niece, and Helen is perked up. Oh my God, it's the cows! It's amazing, the little things, and that's part of the best part of it. My dad just laughs. He's like, "Who are you? And what did you do with my kid?" I call him this morning. And I'm like, "Yeah, I slept with the calf in the living room." He's like, "Okay."
You don't do that?
I'm like, "Really, Dad? You don't do that?" Yeah, exactly. So, but I love it. I mean, I do. The more, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the goal? Are you going to keep growing this thing?
I'm gonna keep growing.
Yeah.
Take care of my community, and that's a big part of that. Is,
Right.
our family wants to be a resource for good, healthy, clean food because we've had such crappy food for so long.
Yes.
It's been a long
It's literally
time.
poisoned the entire population.
And as I look back on my childhood, I saw that in real time. I mean, my grandparents came from the farm, and they moved away from the farm. They still did farmy things,
Right.
But I remember some of the things that Grandma was cooking with, and the tubs of margarine. And you look back at that, and you're like, what? What?
Yeah.
What are we doing? But that was what the push was.
Yep.
So back along the conspiracy theory lines, man. This just didn't pop up out of nowhere.
Right.
Sure.
This has been
Right.
pushed for a long time.
What do you think there's going to be a push for like a lot of people move up to North Idaho and they want a homestead or they want to have even just chickens, right? Do you think there's going to be a push for that, like back to those roots?
Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I came up with this all by myself.
Did you? All right.
I'm going to call it, and I've coined it, and I'll figure out a way to patent it. Probably not. It's going to be called the Rural Revival.
Oh, that sounds cool too.
I mean, it's
It's a lot of
R's.
Yeah. I can't say that after drinking
the Rural
whiskey, but-
Revival. And even if the Rural Revival is in Coeur d'Alene on your city lot
Yeah.
with 3 or 4 chickens in the backyard
Right.
and a garden, that's 2 boxes.
That's real wealth, man.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Be able to just have some of just raising and growing your own food. That's very primal. That's very next to God.
It's good for the kids to kind of understand. Like I my kids are learning about death and life and everything. We've had a goat born on the farm. We had 2. One died, so they got to see that whole thing. They saw, it's probably my fault, just not knowing what I'm doing. My son had to put one of the goats down one day that was dying and having seizures, and I was at work, and he dealt with it and shot it, and I was like, damn, these are important lessons.
These are important lessons.
We've really separated ourselves from as a culture, and I think, you talk to some people, they're like, oh my gosh, like your kids had to see that? I'm like, kids for hundreds of thousands of years have had to be around that. It's important to understand. It gives you a better value for life. You appreciate it more.
Totally. This cow that we shot the other day that we had to. Both the boys are out there, and my youngest, Corbin, Dad, make sure you take the knife that way.
Yeah.
He's 11. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they know.
It's important
That's awesome.
for them to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important for them to know because they will have wives and they will have families.
Right. And the farther we get from understanding how to live this life, I feel like it's a little bit dangerous because if things ever go back, say some major event happens and now we're kind of set back some years, you're going to need to know how to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
If we have a major financial collapse, not 2008, 6, 7 light. I mean, we have something bad. What people have got to understand is when the Depression hit, most people were rural. They weren't living in the cities.
Right.
That was that transition that was happening. They could take care of themselves to a great extent. Now, lots of people starve to death, but now what is it, 5%, 8%?
Yeah.
Is rural now and those that are rural, who can really grow food?
Not very many, right? Even myself included. I know
A garden?
a little bit.
We've been hammering away at a garden for 20 years.
Yeah.
And finally, the last 4 or 5 years, we've had some decent gardens. But man, you want to talk about trial and error. People have got to understand you are not going to go get your survival seed kit and go out and go plant a garden and have much in the way of success the first go round. You're just not. It's just not how it works. Now you might get lucky. That's not how it works. There's a lot of figuring it out.
All you got to do is plant 2 zucchini plants instead of 1.
Exactly.
And you're fucking good.
Yep. And squash. Yep. And peas.
And
Peas
you'll
are good.
have more damn zucchini.
Like peas, they'll grow in the snow. So
Yeah. Well, it all comes on the soil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soil's a big deal, and just tending it. The amount of work that goes into a garden.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what garden. If it's a 4x8 box, just the weeding and the tending and the aerating and the watering and making sure that it's right to get. But once you get it, it's cool.
Yeah. My challenge is like how to actually utilize the food and not waste a bunch of it. You know what I mean?
Can it?
Yeah. Okay. So there's next level. I need to get into that.
Yep.
Oh boy.
What's your thoughts on vegetables? Do you think humans need to eat them?
Oh, that's a whole world, dude.
Yeah. So here's my theory.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
You go ahead because way my wife can hate on you.
Yeah.
So.
No. So my theory on vegetables is, this is not original. I heard it from a guy, but he said, and I'm not talking about vegans here. I'm just talking about vegetables in general. I eat a lot more fruit and and meat, and then some fish here and there.
The Rogan diet.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
it's just like just like an animal-based
Yeah.
diet, right?
Clearly, you're doing something
But
right.
I was hearing, so don't plants have some sort of toxins, chemicals to prevent?
Some of them do, yeah.
Some of them do. Yep. But this guy said, he's like, all right, you can tell a vegan, it's like, go out in the woods, you have nothing, and survive. What are you going to what's ultimately going to be your choice of food?
Yeah.
You're going to hunt.
You're going to hunt.
You're going to kill something.
Squirrel, rabbit, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
They could forage some lichen or something and
Yeah,
nibble on tree bark.
Yeah, tree bark's good for you.
Yeah.
Boil it over some water.
That's right.
You know, good old bark tea.
Yeah.
Just eat dirt.
Yeah,
I don't
why
know.
not?
I mean, they'd probably survive for about a day and a half, a vegan.
Yeah, but anyways, what is your thought on?
So I think there are some vegetables that you need to have. I think it's your body.
Yeah, for sure.
My wife, big veggie person, and she makes me eat my veggies.
Yeah.
I mean, me, beef, pork, lamb, caveman, don't care. But things I like. I love peas. I love Brussels sprouts.
Brussies.
Yeah, Brussies are
Freaking
good.
to go.
And those, as you get older, some of that stuff helps with some stuff. So.
Are we talking about erectile dysfunction?
No, we're talking about just keeping the kites clean.
Oh,
Hey,
okay. Sorry. Well, now I'm tracking.
And the whole thing with the veggies too, and like plants, right? So if you're hunting, let's see, just an elk, right? Probably the best meat on the earth.
Yep.
So good.
You're getting the nutrients from those plants that they're eating.
Exactly. Same with the cows. That's
Same
why
the cows. Yeah, exactly.
Grass fed. There's
Yeah, that's the way I look at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And somebody was saying it recently. It was like, man, who was this? I think I was having that same conversation with you with somebody else. Anyway, vegetables and leafy greens, like there's phytotoxin. No, there's some toxin in there that because they don't want to be eaten. But fruits want their seeds to get spread, so they want to be eaten, and then you put the seed out somewhere or whatever. There's something behind that, and I wish I knew more about it. But I was like, it kind of makes sense to me. I mean, I found, like, I've tried carnivore I never made it more than 3 weeks or a month or whatever, but I started craving like a salad for sure. So my body was like telling me something like, hey, I want some kind of leafy green here.
Sure.
Yep. I don't know, but
that's what. Listen to your body.
Yeah.
It will tell you.
yeah.
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 Now, I can just eat meat. It's fine.
Mine tells me it wants bourbon a lot, and I don't know if that's actually good for me.
So when I am really hammering on the all meat diet, you get 8 weeks in or something like that, and it's my body's like, oh yeah, some crackers would be kick ass, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That's the funny thing with carbs too, especially like in America. Like, what is it? Is it glyphosate that's sprayed on all the sorts of like oats and all that, right? And then you go over to Europe, right? And then the Italians and like southern France and all that, that Mediterranean style is like one of the healthiest types of styles of eating.
And their wheat.
But it doesn't have that gluten, right? Or you can still eat. It has gluten.
But
there's no glyphosate.
Yeah.
I could text my wife and ask her because we buy that flour when she bakes, and it is ancient flour that's like 10,000 years old, and it doesn't have any of the crap we've got here in it.
Right.
Yeah.
I made a horrible mistake with glyphosate one time. I used to you could go to, I think it was Tractor Supply, and I don't spray at my current house. This was a previous house. But I got, this like banned in most countries, this big old jug of shit. You can only buy one like a year or whatever.
Right.
Anyway, I got the super high dose spray full of glyphosate. That's what it is. I get it in my sprayer, and I'm like, I'm going to go spray some weeds in the backyard. It's windy. And I get about halfway through it. I realize I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops.
Excellent.
And my legs are soaked
Yeah.
in glyphosate, bro. And I'm like, oh, shit. I think I made a horrible mistake here.
Yeah.
So I haven't had cancer of the legs yet, but I was pretty fucking scared, to be honest. And I was like, soaked it up, got it all washed off. But I would love to be able to test the levels in my body and see what's in the
You
old bloodstream
detox it
there.
all, bro.
Yep,
Yeah.
All that sauna.
I need to do
and-
I need to do the colon cleanse, right?
Dude, the colonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
get
yeah.
on it. That's what works.
Big John just did one recently.
Hey, they're great. I mean, they're
They're
that's
nice.
fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets all that toxin out of you.
Yeah, it just sucks that you're gay for like when it goes in and when it comes out. It's like, damn it, I'm gay. All right, now I'm not gay anymore. So
No, don't worry about my edit, bro.
We were gonna do it at the same time, and like facing each other on the table.
yeah.
Just try not to make any facial expressions
Yeah.
when she puts the fucking tube in or whatever. Yeah.
That stuff's fascinating though, because when I first went in, you could see the heavy metals bouncing.
It's just all the. I mean,
Dude,
you shot a lot of guns in your
But yeah,
time.
yeah, exactly.
A lot of lead.
Yeah, just lead. I mean, imagine you too.
Well,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
like mine is aluminum,
Oh yeah,
soda pop,
sure.
pop cans,
Yep.
all that,
Chemtrails.
all of it. Yeah, you just
Probably some microplastics, right?
Yeah.
Oh sure.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I read recently that the average human, like American, 0.5% of your brain is microplastics.
Yep.
I'm like, that's fucking wild.
yeah. How many water bottles have you had?
Right.
Yeah.
Like I
Or
wish I could
styrofoam cups.
Yeah.
extract that and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Make
Disgusting.
something cool out of it.
Yeah, yeah. But
Necklace
you
or
can. I mean, you can test for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Crazy times.
Yeah.
So obviously, like
My
you
wife
know,
does that.
test for that.
She can test you for those things and then help put you on a program to
Oh no shit.
detox.
That's her business.
I want to.
Oh cool.
A quick question. When you guys are younger, let's say elementary and all that,
Right.
do you guys remember planes flying and
No.
seeing all those chemtrail things?
Okay, so
No.
I have mixed feelings about this conversation that we're about to have.
Yeah.
I've asked several people in the know. One of them being General Blaine Holt, Air Force General, retired, lives up here. We asked about that in the podcast, and he opened my eyes to it because I thought it was a bunch of hocus pocus bullshit, to be honest with you. And he's like, no, it does happen. And the proof to me is that there are 2 states now that have banned cloud seeding.
Yeah.
And the fact that it has to be banned tells me that it does actually exist. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
for sure. Yeah, you'll notice like when they start spraying that stuff, it's like it's a beautiful sunny day, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, eventually, what happens?
Yeah.
It turns to gray,
Yep.
and then weather can
Yeah.
happen.
Yep.
All
I
sorts
mean,
of
they
stuff.
admitted
yeah.
doing it over the LA fires to try to induce rain, right? Which
But what's in that? What chemicals are in there?
right? What is in that?
Nothing
They're
good.
finding aluminum in there.
And we've been able to control the weather for a long
for sure.
time.
Yeah.
Long time. Like mid-60s long time.
It's like, you know, I don't want to believe some of these things, right? I hear it, I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
So I asked another dude, he was on the podcast, he's a F-18 pilot and now a commercial airline pilot. And I was like, so, like, is there a fucking knob or, like, a switch? Like, how do you turn it on? He's like, no, dude, like, it's not on commercial airlines. It's private planes being rented out or whatever, or government planes doing it. And I'm like, huh, okay.
Yeah.
So the confusion, I think, is you see commercial airlines and they're putting out a vapor trail. They look very similar.
But they vanish.
But they vanish.
But they
Yeah.
vanish.
Yes.
And these other ones don't.
Yeah.
And they often end up in like grid patterns because
sure.
they're trying to cover a whole area.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're like, you're full of shit, I think there's actually some truth to it. I know there is. And so that's crazy.
It is crazy
More
stuff.
crap that's going into our bodies. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they fly over, my wife doesn't feel good.
Huh.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Couple hours.
Dude.
Yeah.
I wish you'd like to believe. You'd like to
So if we haven't been visited yet, boys, probably going to get visited.
Yeah, I feel like that's the next logical step.
Yeah.
You would like to believe that the government has your best interest in mind, but that's been proven over and over again not be the case.
Yeah.
We should talk about chickens and eggs because
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what came first, but that was dumb. But there's obviously an egg shortage going on. What are they at? You buy yours in the store, John? I time that right when you're drinking water.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
What are they at right now?
They're like $9.50, $10
For a
12
dozie or
for a dozen.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
But
You saw that picture I sent you
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
California for an
Yeah.
18-pack was $22.
That's insane. Natural Grocers never has eggs anymore. Pilgrims has eggs.
Yep.
But they're expensive. So I've just been going to they're out of Washington. They're like $6. they're not the pasture raised and the range free.
Right.
I'm kind of just like, all right, I'm just gonna buy these for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you eat like a dozen a day, so.
Yeah. I bought those heirloom ones. They're
Right.
Yeah, those things are freaking awesome.
Heirloom eggs?
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
I don't either.
I opened the package though, and it said you can tell what color the eggs are going to be based off the earlobes of the chicken.
You told me that, and I thought you were messing with me because I'm
Is
like,
it legit?
I don't know. Chickens don't have earlobes, bro. I'm picturing like this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't see any fucking ears, but I know they have internal ears. So
Oh, okay.
I can't get close to
Gotcha.
my rooster.
I don't know if they're messing with me or not.
I don't
That's what it
either.
says on their box, though.
You're like, yeah, it's just all true. I can tell you what, my egg prices haven't gone up.
Yeah.
I need to get more eggs because people snatch them up so fast
Oh,
at the
sure.
office. Big John doesn't even get a chance.
That's true. And
Yeah.
don't they don't produce a lot in the winter, yeah?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
I've got 17 producing chickens right now.
Oh, nice.
I'm getting like 10 a day roughly.
Oh,
It's actually
that's-
not that bad.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but I'm running lights in there.
Yeah,
and-
so that's what we've done. We've got a heat lamp in there.
Yep.
And we've got regular lights, and then we've got UV lights like you would use to grow.
Damn, that's bougie, bro.
Yeah,
Like
it-
UV lights.
Yeah, UV lights, and that
Step my
seems to
game up.
help with the sun. Fake them out with the sunshine, vitamin
Yeah.
D type stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put a little sandy beach in there for them, and
My wife does a very nice job making sure everything is very comfortable.
how many chickens you got?
50,
Oh, damn.
something like that. At one point, we had like 130.
Wow.
But
You're next
where
level,
we
dude.
we live, the coyotes and the cougars started to figure out that you can come eat over at Camp Hanley. Life is good. Look at this. They're just out here wandering around. They fat. They're getting the good food.
You put that
snatch.
4570 to work, dude.
Yeah,
Teach them a
no
lesson.
kidding. The problem is they never show up. But
know.
with that being said, honey, I need thermal.
Oh, obviously, right? That'll solve it. If she wants her chickens to survive,
yeah.
you need a thermal scope.
That's
dude.
right, exactly.
No big deal. A couple
Yeah.
thousand.
Yeah.
So it's the bird flu. That's what's going on. The reason for the shortage.
Right.
Quotes. Bird flu.
Bird flu. And they're
Yeah.
just killing.
All the healthy ones.
Yeah. Oh, this chicken just dropped dead, which, by the way, they do. Literally, they walk. Sometimes they just walk. That's the end of it. They're
Really?
done. They just, everything dies.
Oh.
And then
Like
they're
normally.
Like normally. Yeah. They just fall
without
over.
having the bird flu.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
and then they've just been culling her, flock after flock after flock after flock. They've been killing them.
I've heard various opinions on this that it's unnecessary because you're cooking the eggs anyway, and I don't know. I'm not a doctor, or a scientist, but that kind of makes sense to me. And I've heard that it's completely made up to intentionally drive the prices of eggs up. I watched a video of how they cull these large flocks, and it was really disturbing. They have this like death foam that they spray in those huge hen houses, and it just like rolls over them. I don't know if it suffocates them or poisons them, but gone, dude. It was nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know how I guess I don't know how else you
All,
would do
all
it,
bad.
but I just I don't, and I've seen small farms getting taken out because they come and test and like, oh, they got bird flu and you got to freaking kill them all, and that just crushes people because a brand new chick takes months to be able to produce eggs again.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I don't know enough about it. I know that my flock's good.
Our flock's good.
Yep.
Yep.
Get that vitamin D. Take
Yep.
care of them.
Yep.
Wasn't there? Was it 2 years ago when all those like chicken? I don't know what you call them. Their houses were burning down.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Yeah,
big
dude.
commercial ones.
All over the place.
Yeah, chicken houses commercial.
Yeah.
Just food in general.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
food. Just food supply in
Yeah,
general.
and all those cows were. I don't know. They all disappeared dead
Yeah.
on that ranch. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
if it was
Like
Texas or
frozen
whatever.
dead. It
Yeah,
was bizarre. Yeah.
Some weird shit going on.
definitely. Yeah.
That's the
Here's what I tell people.
Yeah.
If you can imagine it, yeah, it's probably, you're not very far off.
What's the purpose? Say someone is killing off, fabricating this story so they can kill off millions of chickens. What's the purpose? Why would they do that?
Control. And how do you control people?
Money?
Food.
Food.
Money, not so much.
Yeah.
Food. Because let me tell you something. When you're hungry, maybe not you,
Yeah.
but your kids are hungry,
Oh yeah,
lot of things.
I'd do some terrible
there's
things.
some
right?
terrible things you do, or you just march on over to the FEMA camp and hand them all your guns, and they give you food.
Oh.
Dude, it makes me think of Potter's Run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great book written by a local author.
Yeah.
Potter's Run.
Yeah, but it's control,
Yeah.
and there's too many of us. Blah blah blah. And keep
Right.
going. So and
Well,
they're
maybe
just-
this is the
and
time.
They're just evil.
This is
So-
when Bill Gates is going to announce that he's got this new egg that is built in a laboratory. he's going to save us all.
Right.
It's a laboratory grown egg.
Well, it's very
Super
interesting.
healthy.
It's very interesting how much farmland he owns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like the farming type.
No. So, yeah.
Okay, so the lesson here is if you have enough land to get your own chickens, get your own chickens, get it going. They're fun. You can feed them your food scraps. Roosters are hit or miss. Mine's a complete asshole, to be honest. But
That's good because he does his job.
Yeah. My son and I are the last two holdouts that don't want to kill him. My wife is done with him and wants him dead now.
Because he comes up to her and goes after her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one that does that too.
Oh, yeah. I fight him almost daily.
Yep.
And it's like fighting Jackie Chan. Dude, that fool can kick hard.
Uh-huh.
I wear my big, I've got my big boots, my muck boots, and that kind of protects me. But, like, if you turn your back on him, I think he could kill you, dude. Like,
Probably.
fucking head kick.
And they come out of
Done.
nowhere. They're amazing in stealth. You know, it's just
Stealth
like
mode.
it's like, oh my God, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my son yesterday, he's like, Dad, I was out trying to feed the chickens, and I fought him for 10 minutes, and he's like, it was pretty bad. And he's like, I think we need to kill him. And I was like, dude, everybody wants him dead. Like, what am I gonna do? I gotta do it. So, but we had 6 chicks born a couple months ago. They're a couple months old, and I can tell 2 of them are roosters. So I'm like, I want to wait. I want him to bring them up old enough where he beats the shit out of them, so they're beta males.
Right.
And then I'll kill them, and then I've got 2 beta roosters.
Right.
Like, they can do the job,
Brilliant.
but not be assholes. That's my theory.
Yeah.
I don't know. If not,
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, if not, I'm just gonna kill them all.
Yeah. And just put them in the freezer. Cook them.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I was gonna like make a scene out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, like punishment.
Right. The PETA people are going to call you now.
Come and get them. You can have them.
Yeah, it's all yours. Put them in
Good
your
luck.
office. Yeah.
He does a great job of inseminating the females, though. Yeah. So,
well, that makes him a big cock, doesn't it?
it's a big cock. But I think like this spring, I want to, because I've got 2 hens that are. You guys didn't know you were going to hear all about chickens today, did you? Maybe I did warn you. I've got 2 hens that are real broody, and they like, if I let them go, there'll be 100 eggs under each of them here shortly. And my goal this spring is like, I'm gonna let them do their thing. Let's bring the flock up naturally.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll sell you some chicks, dude. You need some in the backyard.
Oh, no. I think my dogs get
Oh, your dogs.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
they eat
yeah. We
He's
haven't.
got 2 shepherds. Like,
we have a shepherd too. And
just
she knows the rules, but she's just like she'll go out back to the coop and she's just like, you all need to die.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's hilarious. Yeah, she does. She licks her chops. She's like, get away. Go find something to do, man. Come on, Dad. Go chase down a coyote or something. Do your job.
Out of my 3 dogs, my shepherd is actually pretty chill. She has killed a few over the years, but the youngest Frenchie, man, dude, she goes at him like a savage, and she doesn't even have like the jaw ability to do anything.
No.
But she'll pin him in the corner, and she's like trying to bite him, and it's a little bit.
I just wonder if some of it is just like, hey, you guys got a pretty good deal here, but I just want to let you know who's still in charge, and it ain't you. So over here, just so you know, she's dead. I'm in charge. Have a good afternoon.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I think I really feel like everybody should freaking get some chickens, man.
Yeah,
like you would be
Get
surprised
chickens.
how easy they are. You can get your little pre-made coop at Tractor Supply or whatever, and throw a few hens in there.
and if you have questions on that stuff, you can call the farm. Call us. We'll walk you through it.
It's easy.
Yeah.
From a non-chicken owner who buys eggs at the store, does it make sense, or do you save money? That's the biggest question.
No.
You don't save
Do
money?
not save money.
Okay.
This is not a save money. This is not a save money proposition.
It's the experience.
It's an experience. It's your own stuff, and it's healthy food.
That's true, yeah. You know what's actually coming
That's
from.
an honest answer. I was about to
thank
give
you.
you a bullshit answer.
Okay.
No, dude. Yeah, they'll save you thousands of dollars a year.
Dude, oh
No,
my
it
God.
won't.
We
No.
buy chicken feed, and you're just like, oh my God, are you serious?
How much chicken feed do you got to buy a
Oh,
month?
boy. We probably go through,
And you have 50 chickens?
yeah.
Okay.
I go through a 50-pound bag almost a week. I've figured out.
Wow.
Yeah,
My wife likes our chickens more
but
than you like your chickens.
I've got half as many as you.
Yeah. So
Are you about to tell me
I'm
in-
going to guess that probably 100 pounds a month.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
100, no, that's not right. Yeah, no,
No, you must be
200
more than
pounds
that.
a month.
I'm 100 pounds
Yeah,
a month.
200 pounds a month.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm off on mine. I just started. I got this new feeder that fits a whole 50. I think
Right.
they're 50-pound bags.
Yeah,
I
the
get
big
them at
white
same
and red
feed-
one,
Yeah,
the
get them at
legs,
same
yeah.
feed stores. Yeah,
Yep.
that thing works really good.
Yep.
So we just put the whole bag in
Yeah.
there. They feed off it all week. Summertime, it's way less because mine are outside.
They're outside.
Oh,
eating.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
way less for us in the summertime.
Yep.
Cool.
Eating bugs and doing
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you have bees?
No,
And Seth, you're looking at doing
I'm
bees.
doing that this year.
Are bees? Do
the
you have
neighbor, my neighbor does,
your neighbor
and they do.
does?
They
Yeah.
come over, and you know where they're coming from.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Adrian because apparently bees swarm, and he lost like half his
Oh yeah,
I don't know, what do you call a
colony.
colony?
Yeah, yeah.
Left half this colony he lost.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
So
He got 70 pounds of honey this year, I think.
really?
Yeah, dude.
So his hive must have not swarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that was after. I don't know.
I think that was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
He swarmed and he lost
Yeah.
like 50%.
I'd love to
of his
do
honey.
bees, but I'm out of time.
Oh, you're
I just
fine. You got
can't find any more days.
5 minutes.
You don't have to do much with them, do you?
I think there is some work.
There's
some
some work.
work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to maintain the. There's the health of the hive.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I keep saying hive and it sounds wrong. Colony, whatever.
Colony.
There's some work maintaining that because there are some diseases and mites and crap that
Gotcha.
you deal with. I don't know what I'm talking about. Clearly,
Well,
but
I planted white Dutch clover 2 years ago, and dude, my yard is full of clover now, and the white flower, and then the bee. It's just loaded with bees.
Yep.
So it's super cool. Like I feel I don't have bees, but I feel like I'm supporting the bees.
yeah,
Right.
By
It's
giving-
important. They do a
Absolutely.
important job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less lawn,
Yeah.
which is useless. More food.
Yeah.
For
And
the critters and yourself.
yeah, and I guess it's super good for the soil.
Oh, very
The
good.
clover is.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yep.
and it's like drought resistant in a sense.
And on our greenhouse, I don't do bees, but I have bought the small bee colonies. You get like 100.
Yeah.
It's got a queen in there, and you go hang it in the greenhouse.
Oh, for pollination.
for pollination
purposes?
and do their thing, and they do their thing, and in 4 or 5 months when season's over, they're gone or flown away.
Oh, okay, cool.
Did their job.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Done
gonna
that
get
before.
I'm gonna get one of those flow hives. They're expensive, but they're you like turn the little tap and honey comes out.
Sweet.
I'm sure it's not that easy. I know someone out there's mocking me right now for even saying that, but yeah, I'm gonna try that for my first go around and see how it goes.
That's awesome.
Crooked Barn Ranch honey coming
Crooked
soon.
Barn
I love it.
Ranch
Yeah.
honey, dude. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, and that's super good for you if you do a tablespoon or teaspoon of honey from the area, right? It's supposed to like prevent sickness.
It helps
Allergies.
allergies and testosterone for men,
and it has to be
lots
from
of
the
stuff,
area,
yeah.
right? It
Well,
has to-
because
'Cause all
it's
the-
picking up those pollens
Right.
and those adjutants.
Yeah.
I think that's the right word.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
Sounds cool.
sure.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fancy. That helps, and you can get it in honey. They also have pollen that is just in the raw form.
Oh, I've seen that. It's like almost little tiny balls,
little
right?
tiny balls. Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
my mouth scratchy. I've tried eating it.
Yeah.
It does not sit well with me. I don't know why.
Well, that's probably some allergy it's triggering in your
Oh,
mouth.
maybe,
Yeah, you
yeah.
should try snorting it. I think
I
that
should, I
Yeah,
should
crush
try
it up.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
or take it rectally. I heard that's a thing too.
Yeah, just like a coffee enema.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Sweet.
I want
I
to
hear
try
good
that
things
too. We
about
should
it.
do that together.
Yeah. Apparently, it's good for your liver.
It is actually.
So many cool things you can do.
Yeah.
There's so
Life
yeah.
is fun, man.
It is. Yeah. Try it all.
I do enjoy experimenting, like physiologically. Like, what supplements? What supplements do you guys take right now? What do you take?
I just take creatine.
Yep,
And then just like this protein powder.
that's it.
Yeah.
No vitamins, nothing.
No.
Man, you're like,
No, I do magnesium.
Okay.
The actual liquid form at nighttime for sleepy night.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
John's special time.
My zen the fuck out session every night.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
What about you?
Iodine.
Oh, iodine's supposed to be super good for you.
And D12 and vitamin C, vitamin D.
Your wife? I feel like your wife just gives you a concoction every day. and
There's
tells you to drink it.
there's a basket.
Yep.
And I take my papaya seed.
Oh, that's yeah.
super good for you.
Yep.
And then probiotic, huge for me. What are those? I take 800 billion a day.
Oh shit.
4 in the morning and 4 at night. That's a big deal.
And honestly, like you're out getting your hands dirty all the time. You're getting a lot from the soil.
Yep.
Like, there's something to that.
So the
You should-
gardening thing.
Oh, yeah.
The gardening thing is when you're digging that up, that stuff is moving. I mean, the dirt is blowing around.
Right.
And all those minerals and all that stuff is really good for you.
That's
It
why you
really
garden
is.
barefoot.
Yeah. That's why you ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's called grounding.
I just
And
I do it naked, just to get the full
dude,
experience.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife walks around barefoot all the time. Now, I should, but I don't.
Yeah. Well, you're walking through cow shit a lot, and
And it's on me, and it doesn't.
I don't know if that's.
I came in the other day. She's like, "You literally smell like shit." I go, "Well, honey, I'm in the business of bullshit right now." Okay, and I was. I mean, to be honest, I fell in the horse trailer trying to load this cow up that we just shot, and I did just from bottom of my boots to the top of my hat.
Just shit.
It was all shit. Corbin looks at me. He's like, "That sucks, Dad." I go, "It sucks because you're going to sit with me in the truck and I'm going to turn the heater on." But all that stuff's good for you. I mean, I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Natural immunities.
Yeah.
I'm taking, I've gone over up and down on a million different things over the years, but glutathione, I take a liquid form of that
very
twice a
good
day.
for you. Yep.
NAD, also take that liquid
Does
orally.
it make you, do you get warm?
Not in the oral form. I have had it in IVs, and yes.
So so something happens to me with that stuff in the pill form.
Yeah.
And dude, it's like blood flow moving now.
I can see that
warm.
because the IV form will definitely do that too. And then I'm taking creatine. I've been doing that for a few months now, and there's a lot of health benefits there. I do a green powder. Usually, it's wintertime, I'm supplementing with vitamin D. I go off and on with multivitamins, but like it's not a huge priority for me.
Yeah,
but,
I don't definitely do it all the time.
yeah, but that's it. And then obviously just trying to eat whole foods and
For
balanced diet.
Yep.
Vitamin B for
Healthy,
bourbon.
clean food.
Yeah.
No McDonald's. No fast food like that.
I haven't had McDonald's in like over 10 years, and that was
Same
probably
here.
as a cop, and I was like as last ditch resort trying to eat something somewhere. I bump into people who that's like a daily part of their eating, and I'm like, you got to find a way to replace that.
You gotta get,
It's shit, and I'm always surprised. Like I'm always surprised when I drive by any fast food and I see a big line. I'm like, y'all don't know,
Right.
like.
Definitely.
And I don't think the argument of, hey, it's the cheapest food option, I don't think that's valid anymore because it's not that cheap.
It's not that cheap. Family of 4 at like McDonald's or Wendy's is like $80.
Right. Like you can go to a food truck.
Yeah. Exactly.
And everyone's like, well, it's the time, man. I hate that
Yeah.
so much.
Make the time.
Oh my gosh, it drives me bored.
What's your priority, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
How about fasting?
Yeah.
Fasting's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I go through phases, I guess. I'm not currently doing it much, but I like to eat early, dinner time. Like I will eat at like 4:30 at night.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I have that whole time. I don't snack.
Yeah.
And so I'm fasting every night because I won't, I'll eat breakfast in 8 or 9 in the
How
morning.
about you, John?
Yeah, it's usually over 12 hours because I stop eating right around the same time,
Yeah.
4:30, 5 o'clock.
Like I bump into these people who eat dinner at like 9 o'clock.
Bro.
I'm like, bro, well, how do you do that?
And then you go to
Yeah.
bed super
Right. Bad.
Yeah.
But the Europeans do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like 9
Their
o'clock.
food's not killing them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
And there's
was-
a different culture over there too as
Oh,
far
dude.
as life.
Yeah, for
Life
sure.
starts at 9 p.m.,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make it over there. I'm in bed at 8:30.
Yeah. It's different. It's different.
But they don't work like us.
No, they don't.
They do not
little
work like
hiatus.
they just don't.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna work for 3 hours, then we're shut down.
So, I
for
spent-
a couple hours.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So I fast all the time, and I'm usually at least 18 hours, and
Yeah.
then I try to a couple days a week go at least 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's
and for
see,
me,
you're gonna motivate me.
that is because I get to, like, oh God, I feel like crap.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yep, reset time.
Have you done a 72?
Nope, I've tried. Man, I'm gonna
they
tell you
suck.
something.
I suck. I did
They
one.
suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I can tell you, at 72 hours, you can put me in a box. You need to lock me in a cage.
Yeah, I agree.
And just to make sure I'm alive, and I haven't gotten out, because I can tell you, at about 30 hours, I'm like, get out of my way, because I need some food. Yeah.
So true.
The hardest part is like you're so used to the routine of eating.
Yeah.
So that, like, for me, I wasn't even necessarily hungry after that much time.
Right.
I'm just like,
What do I do?
What do I do? I need to do something.
Isn't that crazy,
Yeah,
though?
it was crazy.
That we spend so much time like looking forward to the next meal.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
now when you have this time, it's like,
huge
what do I?
Yeah.
portion of your day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a ritual.
It is.
So my grandmother, a wonderful woman, my best friend, but she equated love to to food.
Oh, yeah.
And she cooked like a farmer. Oh, my God.
Apparently we had the same grandma.
I can smell the mashed potatoes. I can taste the mashed potatoes. I can taste the cherry pie, all of it. Sundays in the summer, she spent all day long with my aunt cooking all day for Sunday dinner. And she equated love to food. And so what happened? Because I used to be a fatty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, imagine me like 70 pounds heavier. Not good.
Oh.
Yeah. Big boy. I look at some of my pictures with my wife. I'm like, you're a good woman. That's very nice of you. You stayed. Yeah. I had to change that. Oh, I just need to eat to live. I don't need to live to eat. And so
I struggle with that. My grandmother was similar, but she was Italian. So
oh boy,
yeah, Italian.
Yeah,
food's so
man,
good, dude. And I grew up like, hey, you got to clear your plate. So I still have that mentality.
Same.
Like if you put it on my plate, I'll finish it.
We're in the same way. It's
I'll
cleared. It's
die
gone
before I don't finish it. Right.
Yep.
And that's not the best way to be.
No.
That food.
Starving kids in China.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm no better at that than I was previously. I should just say that right now. But I'm thinking about being better at that. That's a start.
And I forget to eat, which means that I'm too busy
you work
and I
too
forgot.
much?
Yeah. And so I just oh God, I don't have time, so I just don't. I'm not going to stop at the fast food place.
No.
To make time.
Yeah, I'd start first.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, I need to do a 72. I know I need to. I can see when I do a 24 or a 30.
I'm just for the record, I'm not about to commit to that.
I'm not
I can
doing a
see
72
see this conversation building in that direction.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll do it.
No. We can do
I'm
it.
going
So
on a
what we need
cruise
to do
on
is we need to go
Friday.
do it, and do we do it when we're camping?
Let's do it
with
when I'm-
firearms.
That sounds like a terrible idea. I'm having this conversation now. I'm going on a cruise in 3 days, and I'm gonna be a fatty.
Oh, dude.
Disgusting.
Where are you going? Well, you don't have to tell me where you're going.
I'm going to the Gulf of America, bro.
Excellent, brother. Nice. Oh, you mean when because I've done those cruises, and you get up and you're like, oh, it's 3 a.m. And you mosey on down, you're like, oh my God, look at this spread. Do people never sleep?
How's it possible?
Oh, they have a 24-hour cafe.
Yeah.
The whole ship is
Oh,
full,
everything,
dude.
Ice
And
cream,
booze.
booze. I got the drink packages. 'Cause I don't want to pay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm even gonna. I don't know. I might not drink that much. I don't know. Maybe I will. But I don't.
Liar.
All right. It's not my goal. Okay.
His wife needs to be with the phone.
Well, partly because I don't want to be hungover the whole time, and I know
Getting too old to be hungover, brother.
Yeah, I don't do well with
Tough
that.
enough getting out of bed.
But I got the drink package, which includes unlimited milkshakes, by the way.
Excellent.
And I'm like, I don't want to even think about money on the plane. I'd rather just waste a little extra money on the drink package so I can just
7-day cruise, 5-day cruise, 3-day cruise.
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's 7.
7 days. Yeah.
Cool.
You're like us. Oh, hey,
Dave-
whatever you say, babe. I'm just here.
Captain Dave set it all up, dude. I'm just going along for the ride.
Nice.
I'm just like, let's go, man. I don't even give a shit.
Yeah.
So, taking the whole family.
And
kids.
so you're gonna port out of
Miami.
Miami. Okay. Nice.
So I got to fly to Miami, which sucks. I don't want to fly right now.
Totally. That's a long flight.
I'll make sure to throw some chemtrails out
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
while we're up.
And I'm sure you'll have a podcast.
Yeah.
The internet's decent.
Yeah, I'll have something to do. The older I get, the more anxious I get about flying. To be honest, I hate to even admit this, but I went to my doctor and I got a prescription for Xanax, so I'm gonna just blast some Xanax and fucking rock out.
There you go.
Just get some drinks, man.
Well, yeah, I can do that too, but I'll combine them and then it'll be an extra better.
Oh, God.
Fucking pass out the whole way. I don't care.
I am sure that you will not have any Toronto problems. Okay.
I'm gonna hold this fool down for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm good with that.
Well, they
That'll
got
give me something to
tie
focus
wrap,
on.
handcuffy things.
I'll wrap the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
totally.
Yeah, let's go. It's actually a dream of mine. It's a hero complex thing. I think you guys can understand.
No, you're
grew up in the 80s.
You're a Gen Xer.
Yeah.
What did you grow up on?
Yeah, fucking Rambo,
Commando,
Rocky,
Red Dawn,
all the good shit,
Rocky,
dude. Like, yeah.
All those were all that way.
Yeah.
That's why, now that you take a look at who Trump has appointed, clearly, folks, it's Team Gen X.
Yeah.
You're all in deep, deep shit.
Pretty excited.
Because we've been on our own since about 4.
Yeah.
We lived on garden hose water and no lunch because no one's parents were grocery shopping. And we were gone all day. And we managed to survive. And you look at these other generations, you're like, dude, I've been driving since I was like 5. Okay. I could cook a meal at 6, a good one.
That's accurate. That is
Yeah,
accurate.
I mean,
I had
what
to.
was it, Latchkey Kids? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, my mother was home, so, but still, I think
do
back
all
to some of this stuff, I'm like, dude, you'd go to jail now.
I do all the cooking in my house. I've never, like, I can cook anything out of anything. Like, it might not be really good, but it's all right.
But it's edible.
Yeah, it's like, for sure.
It
All right. I
does
can
the
make some
job.
Shit. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like protein, a carb, and a vegetable. I'm done. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I, like, it's a skill I learned at a young age because I was a fat kid and I wanted to eat, and then nobody was home to cook for me. So I'm like, well, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And you had to check the house. I'm sure you had chores, dishes needed to be done, room needed to be done, homework needed to be squared away. You need to start dinner or get dinner ready to go. Sure.
Yeah. Kids these days, they'll never understand.
It's because they can't get out of the basement and away from the Xbox.
I saw
That's a big one.
Dude, it was actually pretty cool. The other day, Michelle and I were taking a walk down by Riverstone, and these kids were out there in the pond, and it was probably like 6:45 p.m. and they're out there fishing, dude. Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
That's
No
fucking
way.
awesome, dude.
That one in the park there in the middle.
Yeah, they had their little e-scooters and all that, and they just went out there with their fishing poles and they're just sitting out there fishing.
That's
I mean,
rad.
that's
That's
fucking
awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's the way
Yep.
it should be.
Yep.
I like seeing that.
yeah, that was special.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I moved on to acreage so my kids would be outside more.
Yeah.
It's been effective. It's still a struggle, right?
Oh, it is.
All kids are pulled to that.
Yeah, they are.
But
Even adults.
yeah.
Now.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yep.
Yeah, if I when I bump into a grown man, I apologize in advance if I offend anyone here, but and you routinely play video games and like it distracts you from your family life and your wife and your kids, bro, you check yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Yeah, I'm not down with that.
No.
But no, I like having acreage, and obviously I feel very thankful to have it. Not everybody can, but my kids are outside, and I came home the other day and my son was he was driving the side-by-side, towing my daughter on a sled, and I'm like, this
Excellent.
is wildly dangerous. I'm in. Like,
Yeah, totally.
we
We survived.
I'm like, hey, just, don't wrap your sister around a tree. Just check one. Put your seatbelt on, so if you roll the side-by-side, right,
stay
I've seen
in.
that crash.
Yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
end well. And I'm like, what could go wrong? Have fun. I don't care.
My boys run the tractor and skid steer.
Yeah.
Go handle this.
Yeah. That's good.
And they're very, to give them credit, they're very good at it, and they're very safe at it.
Yeah.
They're not hammering down. It's not full blast, and they're very, doing what their thing, moving snow, moving grass, garbage, all that stuff.
Same with firearms, you know what I mean? Like, my kids have grown up around them. I don't have to lock anything anymore.
You're not home.
disclaimer out
Your
there.
kids need to know how to run their stuff, and need how to run your stuff.
My
That's
son
true.
has his own shotgun in his room, and I don't
Mine
worry
do
about it
too.
at all. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
That's kind of the way we grew up,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
People
Yep.
freak out these days, and it's like you just teach them responsibility.
Yeah. When
And
you're
don't
not-
make it a big mystery.
Yeah.
right?
Well, you're on a farm.
Yeah.
You got those farm problems, but
sure.
maybe some dude rolls up. You're not home.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
Gotta-
You got to handle. If Dad's not home, you're the last line of defense here. It's like, what was it? 14-year-old the other day smoked 2 bad guys.
Yeah.
With his AR-15. You're like,
Pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was, you could tell that Papa there, he had him at the range because he did a nice.
Right.
He did some good work. It looked like. Yep.
Well, just with anything, like if you make it a mystery, your kids will want to know, and then you'll make it weird, right? Like same with alcohol. If from a very young age, if my kid wants a sip of whatever I'm drinking, have it. Go ahead. I don't want you to hit 20 or 18 and be like, it's a big mystery. I need to know, and then they go out and binge drink, right?
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
they already know what it tastes like. It's not a big deal. Tell my kids, like, if you want to get drunk before you're 21, I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll show you, party boy. Yeah. Let's go.
They have no idea what they're getting involved. You're just, my
No,
wife and I talk about that. We're just like, we will destroy you guys at the club. I promise.
I mean,
and then after the club, we're going to the after party. So we're
Yeah.
going till 6 a.m., dude.
I'll be hungover for 3 days,
Yeah.
but it'll
Yeah,
be worth
your
it.
liver will literally
It'll
hurt.
be worth it.
God. Remember the first time I got drunk? It was old. I was 20 years old.
First time you're 20?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
My goodness.
Yep. First time I got hammered, it was when we got back from Afghanistan. We went out and they snuck me into the bar. It was after a John Party concert, and this is in the Springs, Colorado. And dude, I was teleporting. Literally, I was to the point where I was just teleporting. It was awesome. I was doing burpees on the dance floor at one point.
And you didn't throw up?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
I all over the truck. everywhere. And then I ended up passing out in the barracks parking lot. Had a Gatorade bottle as my pillow.
Excellent.
And then they brought me upstairs, and then we got up at like 6 and went to IHOP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about 50% of my childhood.
Yeah,
Right
right
summed
there.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that when I was 15 and didn't stop until I was like 21.
Yeah.
So
no, the last I don't drink. I don't drink anymore. I think the last time I drank was 12, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mixed. It was my birthday party, and again, God bless my wife. I mixed it all: beer, wine.
Oh gosh.
Hard alcohol.
You knew better.
And man, she got me in the bathroom, and when I heard my spine crack from the bottom of my ass to the top of my head from what was going on, I'm like, I'm out. I cannot do this no more. I'm like, I'm done.
That's good. I mean, that's time.
Yep.
Yeah.
God bless her. She nursed me back to health. I'm just like, no, baby, I'm done with this part of my life.
That was a good decision.
Yeah.
I go back and forth on that. You know, I don't drink a lot, but occasionally I forget.
Yeah.
Forgot a few times in the last few months, and you know, I get to talking, and next thing I know, I'm like,
it's
oh
a social
my
thing.
dear God.
Yeah,
sure.
It totally.
Yeah.
I just can't do the hangover thing anymore.
I can't do
I
it
just
either.
can't do it. No.
But like I said, I've done it twice in the last 2 months, and I've regretted deeply.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to do it next week on the cruise.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth on that because I'm like, I enjoy going out in a social setting and not drinking too. I can have just as much fun.
Yep.
But, you know, sometimes, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm eyeballing that bourbon over there. It's like 10 o'clock.
Sure.
Maybe.
It's 5 somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Put on your Wheaties. You're a Gen Xer. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I often wonder, like, how would my life be different if I hadn't poisoned myself so bad when I was young?
Seriously, man.
Seriously, man.
Yep, I think about it too. Yeah.
Big time.
The health issues that I do have at this age may be a direct correlation to that.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't, like gluten.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do well with it, dude.
me
I've
too,
learned
man.
over the years.
Yeah. And that's there's probably stuff you've done, but then that's the glyphosate too. Your body's going, no, bro, we don't like this
Well,
stuff.
clearly from my previous story, my
Yeah.
body's maxed out on glyphosate.
Yeah, I think so.
I got
clearly.
a reservoir of glyphosate inside of me,
Yeah.
just chilling.
Yeah.
So any weeds don't want to come around me because I'm fucking. Just my presence will kill them. Rubs right off. Oh man! All right, so we hit beef. So there's a food shortage coming up.
Yep.
I mean, is that the general consensus of what you're feeling?
Well, you can already see it in the store. Supply and demand.
Yeah, obviously you go to buy eggs. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
good luck.
And if you think
when
beef
Costco
is-
runs out, you know you're in shit.
And if you think beef in the store is expensive now, you haven't seen nothing yet.
this is gonna happen,
It's ugly. It's going to be real ugly.
dude.
Yep.
And that's because well, maybe as these herds come back, it'll come back down. Or although I'm a firm believer, once a price goes up for something, it never goes back down.
Okay. I'll be the one to say it in the room. The Band-Aid's got to get ripped off.
Yeah.
And we got some shit we got to deal with.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. This is not going to be easily fixed. Great, Trump is in. Wonderful, wonderful. Elon Musk is out there with Doge swinging the chainsaw. But we got a lot of things that got to get fixed.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be easy. And if you listen to the president, he is, I am reading into what I think he is saying, which is this is going to be hard. We're going to have to pull our bootstraps up, and we're going to have to be Americans, and we're going to have to dig the hell in.
And the hard part is you're going to have a whole half of the country is going to be saying, like, see, it's not any better. You know what I mean? And they're going to be fighting that, too. You know, I wake up every day, and I'm just absolutely thrilled with what's going on in the country.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think prices of things are going to go up before they come down.
Yep, I follow my financial guy, a guy that I follow. They're all saying around the world, it's going to get
So how do you
ugly.
insulate yourself from this? You move to North Idaho and start a ranch?
Yeah, and you cut back on your expenses, and you try to find maybe a side hustle, and you learn how to grow your own food, and you start reading about your grandparents and your great grandparents. We've had it pretty easy, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we really have. I mean, I look
yeah.
at my grandparents and my great grandparents. I mean, and my great great grandparents. I mean, and my grandfather, God bless him, he spent a ton of money putting our family history together. I mean, I've got a book that takes us all the way back to when we showed up here. And you look at the stuff those people did. I mean, it was Civil War, and then the Depression after the Civil War. They don't really talk a lot about that. You know, there was some not good stuff going on, and then we had World War I, and then we had a couple of years, and then now we're back into World War II, Depression, World War II. I mean, I look at my grandparents, and from the time they were born to when things were good, man, it was a tough 40, 45 years.
Yeah.
Things were hard.
Yeah.
And we've gotten, we're soft. We are, as Americans, we're soft.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
When our hobbies become cold plunging and sauna and like trying to make things to like force ourselves to do hard shit, right? Right?
Exactly.
That's what we're doing. I mean, I know there's health benefits too, but like I do it because it sucks.
Yeah.
And you need a little suck in your life.
Yeah. Embrace the suck.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've got, but our grandfathers would be like, my life sucks already. I don't need to do that.
And you just see the size of the, my great uncle was on a combine back in Missouri until he was 99.
Damn.
Guy was an animal.
Yeah.
And all of his brothers were animals. I mean, big guys. We're at the gym trying to stay big. These guys just out doing the normal stuff.
Living life in their
And their testosterone level through the roof.
Oh, that's a whole nother
That's
thing.
a whole nother
Holy
thing, man.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah.
test levels have just been declining and declining and declining.
By design.
Yeah. Well.
Because if you've got a docile public, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
That needs food.
Now there's just legions of men out there on testosterone just slamming coffee and
Yeah.
fucking hairy chested. Let's go. We're fighting back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? I got to do it with a shot. It's fine.
It's all right.
John's not there yet.
No, I'm not there.
Yeah, John, you look like you're low on tea, bro.
I'd be surprised.
Shit. Yeah. What do you got?
never got
What do
checked.
you got there? 5.56.
Yeah.
308. You don't know?
Yeah, no, it's 5.56.
Okay.
John's got some good stories
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
from the old
The
Afghanistan.
old Afghanistan, the old Stan.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you on here someday and
Yeah.
tell some war stories.
Funny stuff.
No,
Yeah.
the tragic shit, dude. Like we
tragic.
want the real,
The
fucking
real stuff, yeah.
and the funny stuff.
We could talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe when
good stuff.
my son comes home in the
Yeah.
army, get the two of them on together.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
We just sit in the corner and listen.
What's
Yeah.
he do?
He's Army.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Man,
That's all I can
He's
say.
almost
right now.
done?
I think he wants to be done.
Oh, that's
now.
all you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So he's up in the
he-
operated world?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
CAG, task
no,
force orange.
God, no, not that. No.
See, I get what you're saying. All right.
Yeah.
No, he's definitely not CAG.
Yeah, no, definitely not K. No, but he's
You don't have to say anything. He's a
Doing-
blurred face. He has
doing
a
stuff.
permanent blurred
He's not
face.
that badass, but he's pretty badass. At least
still
I
your
think
boy.
he is.
You could still whip his ass. If that shit.
Oh, I could. Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Mind you, this child is 6'2", and people are gonna be like,
How
"What
did that happen?
What the fuck happened here, dude?" Yeah. Oh yeah. You watching, boy? I still take your ass in the front yard, and your brothers. Just get in line.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, we better wrap it up. This is deteriorating rapidly. So we covered a lot today. I think the overall theme here is buckle up because we're in for a wild ride. You might be out there and be excited like we are about America, but it's gonna be tough. There's gonna be some
gonna
ups
be
and
hard.
downs.
Just find a good community, right?
Find a good community. That's
Go talk to your neighbors.
That's a big step. Grow some food, get chickens,
Yep.
do all the stuff because you never know. You might actually need to live off.
Have
of
a
that
neighborhood
sometime.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Have a neighborhood plan.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things. Stuff that we used to do 40 years ago, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
We don't do now.
Yeah, be a good neighbor. Don't be a dick. That's
exactly.
rule for life. I've lived by that. It's always worked pretty well.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Jason Hanley.
Thanks,
from
Jason.
Acme Acres up here in Spirit Lake. And Big John Fontaine in the house today, too. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.